mind you can't control. Running wild, can't calm down. My head is in the clouds.
Let's go.
Keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. For a second, I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
Everyone please hit that thumbs up as you're rolling in. Hope you're all having a great Wednesday.
We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. For a second, I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side. I'm done, I'm gone. Don't run from the truth. You're lost. Now I know you played me just like a flute. I still can't believe you had me on a leash, cutting all my teeth with all the lies you bring. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. 'Cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be here. Your time is valuable, and I appreciate that. Today is September 4th, 2024. It is 6:52 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Good to see you all in chat. Please hit that thumbs up button as you're rolling in. Really do appreciate you. Got a lot to talk about today. A lot is going on, and at the same time, nothing is going on. In the Sebastian Rogers case, we will get to Dog the Bounty Hunter and all of that. However, there is some things that I was looking into, and I did want to. Can Justin? What was that? They're behind. Thank you so much, Tasha. Appreciate that. Wanted to speak about, and there is some interesting things going on in Tennessee, to say the very least, right? And I wanted to show you guys this. And it's going, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. And it does seem like there has been something going on in a police department that I think we need to look at here.
I'm Hunter Hoagland.
And I'm Kelsey Gibbs. In a perplexing pair of podcast interviews, the town's chief of police says the TBI has begun limiting his department's access to certain sensitive law enforcement data.
It follows a scandal first dug up by News Channel 5 chief investigative reporter Phil Williams.
And Phil, this is a very unusual situation.
Yeah, I have never seen anything like this. Now, Millersville police have refused to answer any of my questions, choosing instead to run to their far right podcast to share their bizarre conspiracy theories.
Okay, and I just want to clear this first off. I don't care if you're on the right, I don't care if you're on the left, but have some common sense on this. That's all I'm asking.
That now includes the police chief.
You know, once we start getting this bad publicity, our access starts getting cut off to financial reports, FinCEN. We can't do investigations.
Here, making his own appearance on a far right podcast, Millersville Police Chief Brian Morris claimed his department is now cut off from one of the most sensitive law enforcement data sources available.
We don't have everything in this office that we need. You
need the tools provided by federal law.
You need the tools provided by federal law enforcement and other
Enforcement and other agencies and state agencies.
And now we're being denied that.
The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, sometimes known as FinCEN, is a program run by the U.S. Department of Treasury that can give police access to certain banking and other financial records of individuals when there's a legitimate law enforcement purpose. Morris claims that because of our investigations into his conspiracy-minded Assistant Police Chief Sean Taylor, the TBI has now cut them off.
TBI has now cut them off.
Have they given you a good reason that they're denying you access?
No, I've actually called down there and talked to them, and what I've been told is that we're on hold because they're auditing us.
We ran what's called a FinCEN report, which is a financial report where they produce what's called a SARS report.
As part of Taylor's many bizarre conspiracy theories, including claims that some of the nation's most powerful political figures are involved in child sex trafficking, the Millersville assistant chief has sometimes boasted about having access to sensitive data linked to some powerful people, included the banking records for U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn's campaign.
So it sounds like they are allegedly going in and they're going on these podcasts. Now these are people that are top of Millersville Police Department, right? Nina, thank you so very much. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you. OG, thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you as well, and thank you for your support. All right, but there's a lot to this, guys. This is just the beginning. I've got a lot more to show you. Things were actually happening today in Millersville, from what I understand.
As a matter of fact, there may be somebody that's close to her who's already provided that. Just so you know, file about yay thick.
The TBI declined to comment. Still, individuals
Let's rewind that. Hold on.
boasted about having access to sensitive data linked to some powerful people, included the banking records for U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn's campaign.
See, as a matter of fact, there may be somebody that's close to her who's already provided that. Just so you know, file about yay thick.
The TBI declined to comment. Still, individuals who have been interviewed say TBI agents are trying to determine if Taylor or anyone else at Millersville used law enforcement databases, including the FinCEN data, to investigate their political enemies. Chief Morris insisted it's not true.
But these reports we run, we're not running them on just everybody we don't like. We're running them for a legit reason, and the ones that we had received back, we got what we thought we were going to get.
But it turns out Millersville doesn't just have a conspiracy cop, they've also apparently got a conspiracy chief. In fact, if Morris is to be believed, you'd also have to believe in time travel.
You know, my assistant chief's house got shot up.
They got shot up.
They did.
I hadn't heard this. Tell me about that.
You know, it was because he had been looking into things that people didn't want him looking into.
Take, for example, Sean Taylor's report that someone shot up his house. Chief Morris claims it's my fault.
The reason why his house is so accessible to anybody is because News Channel 5 posted his address.
Oh, so this clown reports his address and then he gets shot up.
Yeah.
Not only did News Channel 5 never post Taylor's home address, the alleged shooting occurred more than a year before my stories.
Even though this whole thing was...
I'm trying to remember this reporter who's doing the, I think his name's, is it Tim? Or Phil Williams, that's what his name, Phil Williams. He is probably the best investigative journalist in Tennessee, if you ask me. Probably the best. And what they are, I mean, they are saying that the reason this guy's house was pew-pewed up was because he said News Channel 5 put his address out, which number one, they never did, and number two, his house was pew-pewed up a year before. Yes, he stays on stories and he gets answers, and he, you know, stop with the conspiracy stuff, guys. When you get down the conspiracy, you're gonna, it's gonna take you nowhere.
It's just designed to undermine your ability to go after a child trafficking network.
Now listen,
100%.
Now it gets into child T. So just wait.
In the podcast, the police chief appears to express support for the bogus Pizzagate hoax that Democrats kept child sex slaves locked up in the basement of this D.C. pizza parlor.
As well, you know, it looks more true than we'd like to think.
Yeah.
Then there's the child sex predator sting run by Millersville with a group of MAGA activists, a sting also now being investigated by the TBI.
Can we chat at the house or should we not wait until...
Can I chat without one of the officers present?
Okay.
Secret recordings obtained by News Channel 5 Investigates from that sting show it was volunteers who were posing online as a 12-year-old girl, not police as required by state law. But when one case went to court, the lead detective testified that Millersville police did all the texting. In another podcast, the chief insisted that was all true.
I had two detectives that worked that were there the whole time that were the ones, you know, we actually have video of them doing the texting and sending the messages.
They needed videos of the law enforcement chatting.
I'm not getting your faces.
Yeah, I just...
So when they're doing stings on child P, right? When they're doing stings on that, yes, the $100,000, it is up to $100,000 now. I will get to that. Thank you, Michelle. We will get to that. I promise you. But first, I just want to do this. Amy, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your support, my dear.
I'm cool with it, but they wanted to show law enforcement, not us touching the phones.
In fact, the recordings show there were conversations about having the detectives pose for videos as if they were the ones doing the texting. But the chief's claims did not surprise us. After all, Morris had also claimed we had never tried to get his side of the story.
I'm not sure what Channel 5, specifically Phil Williams, has against us. I have no idea. He hasn't talked to me.
Can we talk to you? Nope. So did you know about all this conspiracy?
He's like, I haven't spoke to him. Well, here he's trying to speak to him, and he's walking away.
Well, why won't you talk to us about this, Chief?
I don't have anything to say to you.
In fact, we had tried more than once.
The reason why I'm not going to say anything to you is because I don't like you.
Perhaps most shocking to me personally came when Morris was asked about what he thought was the reason for my investigation.
The only thing I can think is that you are a pedophile, or you're covering for somebody that is.
He literally called Bill, who has awards for his investigative journaling, a pedo. Now listen, and again, I want to make this clear. This has nothing to do with politics. This has to do with truthfulness. If there is corruption, right? Because, it doesn't matter if you're on the left or you're on the right. There's always radicals on each side that you're not pleased with in your own party. And we gotta speak about it. Truth matters. That's all we got.
That's the only issue, or the only reason I can come up with.
And what the Millersville chief is doing there, to me, making outrageous allegations with zero evidence, is something he and Sean Taylor have also done to other private citizens. But because the majority of the city commission appear to be have the same fringe views, they've shown no interest in doing anything to rein them in. And by the way, the chief also said if anyone should face any kinds of consequences, it's me for the trouble I've caused his.
I wanted to show you something here. I think it's this. Let me make sure. Let me look at my messages 1 second. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. Does it's 420? Is this 427? Yeah.
By the TBI.
I mean, can
we chat at the house, or should we not wait until?
Can I chat without one of the officers?
Does any of these people
with a group of MAGA activists,
right
a sting also now being investigated by the TBI.
Can we chat at the house, or should we not wait until?
Can I chat without one of the officers present?
Yes. Okay.
Secret recordings obtained by
search team looks familiar to me. Okay, so we got that one. We got that one down. We are going to get to Sebastian and Dog the Bounty Hunter and all of that. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to find the dates here. Because there is a lot going on here, and we need to talk about it. Here we go.
At another TBI investigation of the troubled Millersville Police Department.
Yes, tonight, a second district attorney has authorized the state's top law enforcement agency to investigate what's going on.
Millersville is about 10, 12, less than 15 minutes away.
On in Millersville.
News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams dug up these latest controversies. He's in the newsroom with the latest fallout. Phil, what is it this time?
Well, the latest TBI investigation focuses on the possible misuse of sensitive law enforcement data that's protected by law, as Millersville police may have tried to dig up dirt on their political enemies.
Our department has started doing investigations into numerous things.
As News Channel 5 Investigates first revealed, Millersville Assistant Police Chief Sean Taylor came to the job earlier this year with a head full of conspiracies.
Al Gore, you're a piece of just so you know.
Now, this guy is attacking people on both sides of the aisle. There is no room for, in my opinion, for people who are doing conspiracy theories in our law enforcement, right? I mean, there's just no.
Claiming that political forces from both parties are involved in child sex trafficking. He was behind the arrest of former Millersville Mayor Tim Lassiter and suggested on right-wing podcasts there was more to come.
Correct. The current mayor right now is backing us 100%. The city manager, chief of police, is backing us 100%.
Now sources tell News Channel 5 Investigates that the TBI has begun interviewing potential victims whose private data, potentially even financial data, may have been illegally accessed by Millersville PD. DA Ray Whitley told me there is information that the TBI brought to me, and as a result of that, I asked for the investigation. He added, it's an ongoing investigation.
Now, Millersville was raided earlier today, and we'll get to that.
And I really don't want to comment on it until we find out what's going on.
In our case, you literally create a profile, and within 10 seconds, it's flooded with predators saying, hey, baby, blah, 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 blah.
This follows another TBI investigation into a child predator sting run by a private group for Millersville. But when one case went to court, a Millersville detective testified under oath that he and another detective did all the work. Questions now being investigated about whether Millersville law enforcement officers are themselves following the law. Now, Millersville PD has never responded to any of my questions. Meanwhile, neither of the district attorneys could tell me exactly how long this investigation might take. And, of course, my own investigation will continue. Phil Williams, News Channel 5.
Phil Williams is as good and decent as they come. That I can tell you. He is always on the side of the truth, not on the side of conspiracy. All right, here we go. Want to show you this one.
By the troubled Millersville Police Department provide a sobering answer to that question.
Those secret recordings were obtained by News Channel 5 Investigates from inside what was supposed to be a sting operation to nab child sexual predators. But as you are about to hear, in their zeal to make some big cases, Millersville conspiracy-minded cops appeared to have crossed the line of what is legal.
This is another exclusive dug up by our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams. And what you've uncovered, we've heard some of it. It's disturbing.
Yeah, sick individuals prowling online spaces in search of children is a real concern for law enforcement, and agencies like the TBI have had real success in busting those predators. But this Millersville operation appears to have been flawed from the very beginning.
I'm not authorized to just do this.
In the 15 years that Nick Leonardo has helped News Channel 5 sort through sometimes complex legal issues,
Oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I used to have one.
None compares to these secret recordings that we obtained from someone inside what was supposed to be a sting to catch child sex predators.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
That sting, touted in this cheesy video posted online, Police Chief Sean Taylor and a colorful cast of characters he assembled for the operation. Nick Leonardo's reaction?
That this is the most disturbing video that I've ever been asked to comment on since I've been doing the legal analyst job here at the station.
Some of your theories are so bizarre. Are you worried about them affecting your credibility?
I have no worries about that.
As News Channel 5 Investigates first revealed, Sean Taylor had voiced support for all sorts of bizarre conspiracy theories, many of them involving child sex trafficking and some of the country's most powerful political figures.
So be real careful, especially when it comes to our state agencies.
In a phone call in the run-up to the Millersville sting, Taylor once again reveals his conspiracy-fueled paranoia, insisting that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and other state law enforcement agencies are involved in the child sex trafficking.
That is right. The deputy, I believe he's the deputy, I'll just say allegedly, this guy, Miller, he is saying that the TBI is even involved in the child trafficking. And you know why, in my opinion? Because TBI, I believe he's the chief. Well, this is like the assistant, this guy right here. Isn't he? I see you. Is because the TBI is investigating.
So we just got to be real careful with them because we have people that we've already identified that are involved in the money laundering side.
Truth be told, it's a lie.
It's unhinged.
It's unhinged. It is very, very, very dangerous.
In fact, this team photo for Operation Clean Sweep, as Taylor dubbed it, consisted of just 5 police officers from Millersville, none with actual experience running child sex stings. 2 of the men were introduced to the group as prayer warriors. The woman in the middle, a 3-time Republican candidate for Congress from North Carolina, who faced accusations of domestic violence and child abuse that she denied. There were also 2 MAGA podcasters and this man, former Navy SEAL Craig Sawman Sawyer.
And one of those locations is near Nashville, Tennessee, that they're flying the children into.
Sawyer now routinely makes unfounded claims, raising money for his own nonprofit called Veterans for Child Rescue, although there's no evidence that his group has ever rescued any actual children. And here behind closed doors, Sawyer talks about his own bizarre hopes for his work with Sean Taylor.
So start whacking some, not to make it political, but whole leftist, corrupt, pedophile, this evil thing that's taken over Nashville.
And then just when you thought it couldn't get any more shocking, you keep listening, and it just gets worse as it goes.
We're going to have search warrants that are already, they'll have to meet certain parameters for us to execute the search warrant, but they're going to be pre-signed search warrants.
And so a search warrant cannot be pre-signed.
No.
You have to see what's going on, and you have to put that into a warrant. And you
pre-signing search warrants. What in the hell? Pre-signing. Boom.
You have to swear to that individually in front of a judge, and that becomes the probable cause.
Is a pre-signed search warrant going to stand up in court?
A pre-signed search warrant would be a criminal offense in and of itself.
In the recordings, a member of Sawyer's team reveals a deal with Sean Taylor where Millersville PD would seize data from any suspects and share that data with Sawyer's group, people who are not sworn law enforcement officers.
They're going to dump their phones when they've agreed to give us their contact lists off their.
Well, yeah, they got to sign it in front of a judge. In front of a judge.
Phones.
But there's no reason whatsoever that any kind of evidence, electronic data that's seized from any kind of device pursuant to a valid search warrant should ever be in the hands of a private individual.
In our case, you literally create a profile, and within 10 seconds, it's flooded with predators saying, hey, baby, blah, 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 blah.
And the video shows it was members of Craig Sawyer's team actually doing the chatting, posing online as a 12-year-old girl. But listen to what Sean Taylor says he was told about how it had to be done to make it legal.
So we just talked to our DA. And so with the Tennessee state law, it says that the officer has to do the actual typing. That with our law, it says that it has to be a law enforcement officer posing as a minor.
Clearly, it needs to be a post-certified sworn law enforcement officer on the other side of that computer tapping those keys.
They needed videos of the law enforcement chatting.
I'm not getting your faces.
Yeah, I'm cool with it, but they wanted to show law enforcement, not us touching the phones.
And the fact that they end up with people who are not law enforcement officers tapping the keys.
So whenever they're doing stings for child P, they need the officer, a police officer has to be on the other side, the one typing. Can't be anybody else. at all. It can't be an actual child, can't be a non-law enforcement officers, and allegedly that's what seems to have been going on as well. Yes. Yeah, they have to pose as the
Those cases are in trouble.
Those cases are in serious trouble.
The recording showed the plan was to try to lure the predators to this shell station here in Robertson County because the officers thought the prosecutor in this district would be more likely to work with them on their cases.
Yeah.
This is one of the detectives from that sting who's talking.
Mayor there is best friend with the district attorney in Robertson County. They went to high school together. So he said, let's put this here so I can talk to him, and we lock everything in. He won't stand for nothing, and they all hate pedophiles.
And when they did get one suspect who had bicycled up I-65 from Nashville thinking he was going to have sex with a 12-year-old girl, Millersville police took the man into custody.
They said he was peddling like a son bitch.
And the recording showed the suspect was brought here to this fire station. He didn't want to talk to police, so they turned him over to Craig Sawyer's film crew.
I just walked out. Y'all's camera crew went in and just started asking him questions. He just gave everything up.
The camera crew went in?
Yeah.
Is that?
That's fine. We didn't prompt them. We didn't prompt him to ask any questions. We didn't have him do anything. It was unsolicited, and he just started what we call spontaneous utterance. Just laying it out there.
And hands down, the confession is not coming in for a host of different reasons, because you have a private third party doing the interrogation and sitting here and filming it. That's not coming into evidence. It's just not.
This guy could walk. Probably would.
He would have.
They're actually doing the pedos a favor in this, because this is never going to make it to court. It's never going to make it to court.
He certainly would walk based on the facts that we're going over here. I don't see how this prosecution could stick.
Still, the suspect was booked into the Robertson County Jail, which the detective grimly hints could be his last stop.
Probably, honestly, I wouldn't doubt he gets come up missing in the jail.
Yeah, I agree. I would like that.
That's
wow.
Robertson County thing. Now, if you're going to Robertson, Murray, Hickman, Monroe, and Giles, you're not coming out of the jail.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does he know that the rest of us do not?
Essentially, it sounds like he's saying we're taking him to a jurisdiction where we don't think he'll come out alive.
Well, yeah, that could be the inference that's drawn. That's very scary. And I think that's cause for an investigation by the TBI to determine what is meant by that.
Nick Leonardo says
it does, because he still, needs a
he believes Millersville PD is now a rogue agency where conspiracy theorists have decided the laws do not apply to themselves. From what you've heard in these recordings, is this a police department that's out of control?
It sounds to me like it's a police department that had never had control. This is jeopardizing the safety of the citizens of the city of Millersville, and something needs to be done.
Now, Craig Sawyer has gone on InfoWars and other far-right podcasts attacking me for my investigation of Sean Taylor and claiming that this predator sting generated enough evidence to charge another 70 people. There's no way to tell if that's really true. After all, he has said a lot of things that are just flat out false. And unfortunately, Millersville police did not respond to my request for comment.
You know, Nick Leonardo referenced this, but you have some sick, dangerous people, real predators, who most people would agree need to be behind bars.
Right.
But that won't happen if you're not following the law.
Yeah, if you want to enforce the law, you have to follow the law.
It really is that simple. Of course, we'll be watching to see if.
That's right. That's right. If you want to enforce the law, you've got to follow it, right? Couple more things here before we leave this subject.
And the artists and the line dancers. Something else you'll see is a lot of police officers as well as off-duty law enforcement keeping everybody safe. But an ongoing WSMV4 investigation is exposing how people who wear police identification, even in downtown Nashville, aren't certified police officers. And for the first time, we're hearing from someone who says he's the victim of an imposter police officer. So I want to bring in our chief investigative reporter, Jeremy Finley, who has been doing stories on this very thing. You found that one of these accused imposter police officers was also posting photos of himself in a police getup.
That's right, and it happened right here on Lower Broadway. Now, what we have also found is a man that says this accused imposter police officer actually pulled him over using police lights, an accusation you're about to see on police body camera.
Well, I had a problem with this guy here a couple weeks ago, and
on February 9th,
flashing red and blues he had in the back of this RAV4 that he drives.
Chad Hayes called Watertown Police to let them know he'd just seen the driver of this RAV4. Hayes says that driver flashed police lights at him a month earlier, but that driver was not a police officer.
I'm about to endanger somebody's life.
That driver is Chris Tubbs, the same person a WSMV4 investigation revealed is not a licensed police officer, but posts pictures of himself, including in downtown Nashville, wearing police identification like this vest.
What did you think when you saw that? I mean, it really does upset me because it's really dangerous.
Did they look like police lights?
Oh yeah, they were the full red and blue police lights.
Hayes tells.
After this, we're going to go to the Millersville Police, or sorry, not the police department, the fire department, because there was a termination there as well. Oh, thank you so much, Fat Girl. Very, very generous of you. After the horrific stuff said on YouTube, this doesn't surprise me. Take away FBI involved. Yes, and I believe that is why the FBI is looking at this more closely. There is just too much local politics. And it sounds like they're gearing up. It sounds like they're gearing up. And as they should. There is no place for conspiracy theories, politics, the law, not following the law. At all. I agree. Always ask why the feds are coming in. Yeah. I mean, and the feds have assisted, right? But it sounds like now, in my opinion, they're doing their own thing as well.
WSMV4 investigates, he first encountered Tubbs on I-40 on January 12th. And the Tubbs driving the RAV4 became aggravated when Hayes tried to pass him.
Jerked his wheel back to the left while flashing his little red and blue lights out the back window at him.
Thank you, Guidance, for the Cash App.
Hayes says Tubbs followed
Very
him
sweet
to
of you,
this
honey.
church parking lot.
I asked him what agency you work for. He says, that's not relevant at this time. I pulled my phone out. I said, it sure is. He goes, why is that? I said, because you're about to get recorded. He saw what I was doing. He sped right out of the parking lot.
Yes, it's impersonating a police officer.
Assistant Chief Henderlight was there when Hayes reported seeing the RAV4 again. Henderlight then made a troubling realization. The man Hayes described was the same man who once worked for Waters.
I mean, look, for God's sakes, look at Hawkins County, Tennessee. These sheriffs run undisputed, right? Because people are scared to go up against them. It feels like, allegedly, in my opinion. And then you have the sheriff's son, who is a registered child RSO. And he gets 19 years, 1 year served.
As a reserve officer. Small towns can hire people to work part-time reserve officer shifts, even if they aren't trained law enforcement or certified. But needing full-time officers, Henderlight sent Tubbs to be trained as a police officer.
Now listen to this. You hear that right? But I can't wait to show you guys the fire department one.
They aren't trained law enforcement or
Millersville.
certified. But needing full-time officers, Henderlight sent Tubbs to be trained as a police officer.
Sent to the academy where he just wasn't successful in completing the academy.
So Tubbs resigned, never becoming a certified officer. Years later, Henderlight says he was sent this picture showing Tubbs wearing police identification while working security.
And I was like, I was flabbergasted.
Mr. Tubbs, this is Jeremy Finley again with Channel 4 News.
We reached Tubbs by phone, who agreed to answer our questions, but not broadcast his voice.
So I'd like to do an interview with you, try to get your side of the story.
His response, "I've never done anything like that in my life. He's," talking about Hayes, "a damn liar. I don't care what he says. It was not me. I've never pulled anybody over. I ain't that damn stupid."
1-800.
Okay, so Jeremy, I guess the question at this point was Tubbs investigated ever for impersonating a police officer?
All right, so what we know is that Watertown Police then passed this along to the Wilson County Sheriff's Office because the incident actually happened in Wilson County. Wilson County says, though, that Hayes is the one that has to file the police report. So I passed that along to Hayes, and Hayes now says that's exactly what he's going to do. We will follow up to make sure that anything happens with this. We'll let you know.
Okay, definitely an ongoing investigation.
Absolutely.
Jeremy Finley, our chief investigative reporter. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you didn't finish it, you can't. So in February, again, back to Millersville.
Why the city of Millersville is in such turmoil.
Yeah, we've uncovered the fire chief's termination is time.
Not only the police, but it goes to the fire department in Millersville.
Into
Terminated.
ongoing questions about why civilians were given
Then we're going to talk about the raid today.
cards identifying them as police officers.
Our chief investigative reporter, Jeremy Finley, obtained copies of these cards that raises a lot of questions here.
Yeah, it sure does. The city is trying to determine how these cards that identify someone either as a police officer or a reserve officer ended up in the hands of civilians who have no police training. And tonight, the city attorney is sending a direct message to anyone who has one. You have 48 hours to turn them in.
Thank you, Kimberly.
These are some of the cards in question obtained by WSMV4 Investigates. They read they certified law enforcement officers to carry weapons. Take a look at this one.
What's
it's for
this?
Jack Bird. He's the owner of a security company, but he has no law enforcement training and isn't a state certified officer. His card, though, shows him as a police officer.
We're in the process of investigating numerous issues. So this includes issues about police commissions, which has been an issue here at the city for some time.
So what do these cards have to do with the recently terminated fire chief, Brandon Head? Well, it turns out he helped make them and other IDs for the city. The city is actually extracting tape from that machine to find out who got them. The city attorney says Head was questioned about that and, quote, he wasn't truthful about his role printing commission cards for persons who should not have possessed them. We reached Head by phone.
It appears that they're saying that you are not truthful about your role in printing commission cards. I just wonder what you would say to that.
Yeah, I can't be truthful if I was never asked. That's the thing is no one asked me if I had a card or whom I had printed cards for. And like I said, it was not a single individual with access. There was multiple folks with access to that printer. It's one-sided story right now, and it's not fair to me. I've given my entire life to that city.
Well, that's obviously one of the reasons why I wanted to call you today is to get your side of the story. And I'm wondering why you think you were fired.
Yeah, I don't know, other than they want to go a different direction.
As for the people who have these cards, this is the message from the city.
If they turn it in within the next 48 hours, they'll be granted immunity. There'll be no prosecution. There'll be no questions asked.
Now, I did reach Jack Bird by email today, and when I asked him why he was given a police officer card, he wrote in part, "I am not in a position to answer why or surmise on behalf of another person for their reasoning or the policies of a city government." If all this sounds a bit familiar, it's because we reported last year that a former Millersville police chief was recorded talking about whether or not there was a quid pro quo to get these cards. You can watch that story right now on our WSMV4 app. Lauren?
Okay. All right. Thanks so much, Jeremy. Let's.
Exactly. Something's wrong in Millersville. Something's wrong in Millersville. It sounds like in possibly a lot of places in Tennessee, but I am so glad. You know, and this is the thing. Why don't... Uh-oh. 1 second. I'm having trouble. Why don't these local police departments want to, like, why won't they hand these cases that they're not able to solve for whatever reason, and give it to TBI? Do they not want, you know, looked into a little bit? Don't know. Georgia Patriot Woman, thank you so much for becoming a Pearl, my dear. Really do appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Very sweet of you. Y'all, please welcome Georgia Patriot. Vet Girl, thank you again so much. Really generous. FBI is in Tennessee. Why? Hello, YouTube. People have been played too long. These kids matter. That deserves another applause. Yes. Just like locally, it's been politics. Just like on YouTube, in a lot of cases, it has been politics. There's no room for that. No room for that. Only the truth and only the truth. Thank you for that. Very, very good comment, Vet Girl. It's about the truth. No matter who you like, who you dislike, whatever, the truth is the truth, and take each of them as they are. Each thing. Canadian, thank you, my dear, for gifting a pearl necklace. Really appreciate you. You received that pearl necklace. Please give our sweet Canadian a big, big thank you. Thank you for your support, Canadian. Thank you so much. Kate on the inside, thank you for 9 continuous months, my dear. Appreciate you. Really means a lot. Thank you, my dear. All right, now we're going to be getting on. Oh. Let me. I was gonna say we're going to start talking about Sebastian, but I do want to speak about what happened today. What happened today, and there was a raid today, and hold on 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. I need to find something. What's the guy's name again? The investigative. I just said him like 3 times. What's his name? 1 second. Can y'all remember his name? 1 second. I can't think of it. Phil something. Phil Williams. There we go. Okay, Phil Williams. All right, let me just show you something, guys, before we start on that, because I want to tell you what happened today. Phil Williams, News Channel 5. All right, this is what happened today. Today. 27 minutes ago.
Do you know what a fiduciary is?
Just give me 1 second. About what was going down today. TBI was there, and very interesting stuff here. Very, very interesting stuff. Almost there.
about it, you can always visit us at tn.gov/security
Here we go.
or call the number on the screen.
With breaking news, this is
All
News
right, here
Channel
we go.
5
Let's
at
start
6.
this real quick. And we'll get it
Our
started.
coverage of the breaking news, the TBI raid on the Millersville Police Department continues now at 6. And good evening to you. I'm Carrie Sharp.
I'm Rory Johnston. After months of questions raised by News Channel 5 Investigates, the TBI descended upon the Millersville Police Department, as well as the home of that department's conspiracy-minded Assistant Chief, Sean Taylor.
Our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams, is leading this investigation for us. He joins us now with team coverage of this major development, Phil.
That's right. Minutes after we got word about TBI agents being spotted outside Millersville
Yes,
City
that girl.
Hall, our entire
Happening.
News Channel 5 Investigates team sprang into action, trying to
Let's
learn what we could from watching as the raids unfolded. Taking to the air in Sky 5 for a bird's eye view of the Millersville Police Department. And here on the ground, we
Look at what
watched
they're
as
doing.
TBI agents executed a search warrant issued by a local judge. Photojournalist Brian Staples captured these images.
Good on the TBI for doing this. Good on them.
Of the two men at the center of the investigation. Police Chief Brian Morris and Assistant Police Chief Sean Taylor could do nothing but pace and wait as agents combed through their offices
Look at
inside
this.
City Hall.
Hold on, I want to
As
see this.
pace and
Look at them. There they are. That's the two that we was just watching. That was the two we was just watching about all they could do was just stand there.
wait as agents combed through their offices inside City Hall. Agents initially directed their attention to a number of vehicles parked outside City Hall. A local resident captured this image of agents searching an unmarked police car as the police chief and a detective looked on. We'd like to talk to you about some of your conspiracy theories.
All right, well, have a good day.
All of this comes amid questions
Yep,
raised by
have a
News
good
Channel 5
day.
Investigates about the town's assistant police chief and his sometimes bizarre conspiracy theories.
Told you,
Authorities
girl.
have confirmed that the TBI is investigating the potential misuse of sensitive law enforcement data as Taylor has pursued those theories, as well as questions surrounding what appears to have been a botched child predator sting involving a controversial out-of-state group. But the searches were not confined to City Hall. 9 miles down the road, photojournalist Bob Stinnett and investigative reporter Levi Ismail were monitoring the second raid.
We're just north of Millersville here outside
2 raids going on at the same time.
of Assistant Police Chief Sean Taylor's home. Now, you can see one TBI vehicle right behind me here, but there are about 7 others right down this driveway outside of the home. We've seen TBI agents going back and forth from their vehicles to the home, carrying documents, carrying clipboards. There's been a lot of activity outside this home. Now, TBI hasn't told us what they're searching for quite yet, but Sean Taylor has made several claims about the Covenant School shooting, about local lawmakers and their connections to child trafficking. And so part of the question has been, has Sean Taylor been using his access through Millersville to conduct some of these investigations for his own agenda? At this point, those are all questions that TBI is hoping to answer by running an investigation here, by searching his property, and at some point, we hope to have an answer as to what they find.
Meanwhile, online, the reaction from Sean Taylor's camp was predictable.
Friends, I just did a live podcast with 16 million people
10 minutes.
exposing how Tennessee Bureau of Investigations just raided the chief of Millersville Police Department, raided his home and raided the police department.
As the conspiracy theorist at the center of that botched child predator sting blamed me for that TBI raid, which he claimed is designed to cover up for child sex trafficking in
Honey, they cleaning out the cars. You getting the cars clean today.
The locals there who have been victims of organized crime exposed to us that, Phil Williams is a cover-up man, that TBI does have a percentage of their bureau that's corrupted.
Still, a Millersville City Commissioner tells me he hopes this raid will be the beginning of an effort to restore sanity in the town he calls home. The fact that the TBI is here, does that give you hope?
It gives me a lot of hope, and I'm glad they're here. Maybe we get answers for the people of this city.
Now, neither Sean Taylor nor Chief Brian Morris has spoken to me throughout my investigation, but the chief did speak to a local news source, the Smoky Barn News, telling them that this is, in his words, all political.
And we want to be clear, Phil, the TBI, they plan these things, but they can't do it by themselves. They had to get a warrant from a judge.
That's right. And to get a search warrant, you have to present probable cause that a crime or crimes have been committed and that the evidence of those crimes will be found in the locations being searched.
I want to play that again because that crosses over all crimes. Think about the landfill with Sebastian Rogers.
The TBI, they plan these things, but they can't do it by themselves. They had to get a warrant from a judge.
That's right. And to get a search warrant, you have to present probable cause that a crime or crimes have been committed and that the evidence of those crimes will be found in the locations being searched.
And that the evidence of those crimes will be in the location of the search.
So there's a lot that goes into getting a search warrant.
They don't just rubber stamp
This is a
these warrants.
very standard process.
Right. And a very serious development.
Yes, yeah. We will wait for the next shoe to drop. Thank you.
And the shoes are going to drop. You can bet that on this. It's definitely going to drop. That is for sure. For sure. And so there's that. The TBI does, they do good work. They do good work. But this is the thing, y'all. Whenever a child goes missing in the county, right? Whoever the child goes missing in the county is who has the what's the word I'm looking for? Who has the jurisdiction of that. Now they can ask, TBI, can you help with this matter? And they will send them, the county, what they found. That is what they call working along with them. That is what it's called, working along with them. Same as FBI. FBI is assisting in it unless they feel like something is off here. Then they can they may start their own investigation and go to courts and have it switched around, which could be what is happening in Sebastian's case. It's very interesting. True Sleuth, that is very, very, very generous. Thank you so much, my dear. Really appreciate that. Could we be seeing the same kind of entanglement and or corruption in Sumner County with all the challenges Tennessee law enforcement is having? There is something that they don't want to come to light, in my opinion. Maybe the TBI needs to investigate Sumner County. So you remember what I said the other day? Whenever the sheriff unexpectedly and sadly passed away. And then what happens? The FBI comes out days after the sheriff dies and says, we're putting up this reward and here's our phone number. Right? So I don't know if, they didn't, like I said, I told you guys the other day, I was like, I don't know if they didn't want to step on his toes or, and there's a transfer of power right now. I don't know, but I thought the timing was interesting. I mentioned that the other day. Maybe nothing. Maybe something we don't know. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you. Sumner County is like the first baseman and TBI is like the second base. Yes. And FBI is like third base. That's a great way to put it, Mohawk. Great way to put that. Great way to put it. Yes. That's a great way to put it. Vet Girl, thank you so much. You guys are very generous today. Thank you. Wow. Who was the YouTube idiot that said SW was not needed in Kentucky? SW was not. Do your research. What's an SW? Oh, search warrant. Who was the YouTube idiot that said the search warrant was not needed in Kentucky? Do your Oh, well, I don't know, but I'll tell you this. If you don't think you need a search warrant to go into a landfill, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. That's just simple. And not only that, I can tell you there was 2 warrants in that spot that was given. And I showed you guys that, by the way. So if you think that there is not a search warrant needed to go in a landfill for a child in a different state, get out of true crime. Honestly. I don't know who would say that, but that's insanity if you think that. So yes, yeah, you have to have a search warrant. And not only that, I showed you guys they actually had 2 search warrants on that. So just not nice. Well, it's what's not nice, baby kisses, respectfully, is giving misinformation saying you don't need a search warrant to go in a landfill for a human being potentially. That's not nice. The misinformation about that. That's what's not nice, in my opinion, respectfully. So there's that. Okay. So Dog the Bounty Hunter is on the case for Sebastian Rogers. He is doing his own independent case for Sebastian. And let's watch.
Bounty hunter is now joining the search for missing teen Sebastian Rogers and is also raising the reward money. Several agencies, including the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, leading searches for the teen before eventually scaling back. Well, Dwayne Chapman, better known as Dog the Bounty Hunter, tells News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry his team will get answers.
In the last 6 months, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, along with several other agencies, searched for a little over a week before officials said they were scaling back to focus efforts on the investigative side. Following the search for Riley Strain, search groups like the United Cajun Navy have helped look.
The outpouring was just so strong for us to stay and look for Sebastian. We said, you know what, since we're here, let's do it.
But that team withdrew from search efforts with no sign of Sebastian.
I haven't seen
Betty,
this
a
yet.
true crime social media influencer, also joined
Betty's on there?
in on the search efforts, supporting Sebastian's biological father, Seth Rogers.
Our opinions are that a few people have more information than what they're saying.
Since Sebastian first went missing, his father, Seth, has not given up on searching for his son.
The search that we're doing today is a recovery effort.
I don't care what anybody says. Seth, regardless of how you feel about him, I don't care if you like him. I don't care if you don't like him. He is the only one that has been searching. And that is just a fact. There is no one. I mean, show us where they are doing something, any other than doing stuff.
And I'm praying that we don't find him.
Now, celebrity bounty hunter Dwayne Chapman, known as Dog, has stepped in to help Seth.
This is one of the most horrendous cases of missing children that we've ever worked on.
Law enforcement has not said anything criminal happened to Sebastian, but Dog says he wants to find anyone responsible for Sebastian's disappearance.
The bottom line is, if you hurt a child like this, you've got a problem. So
that's right. Dog's lips look good, by the way. He's got some filler up in those pieces. Looks good.
That is the main motivation for me to be hunting who did this.
Dog and his team created a new missing persons flyer for Sebastian Rogers. In it, they explain how they're working independently from law enforcement, reevaluating the information collected, and following up on new leads. They also say they've added 50,000 more dogs.
That's what someone said. Someone said Betty told them to watch my channel. I was shocked. I was shocked about that one. But the truth is the truth. It just doesn't matter who it's
making a total of $100,000.
The truth is the truth.
Because that is a lot of money. I don't care if you're rich, that's a lot of money.
Dog tells me he believes that by working with Seth, following up on leads, and an increase in the reward money, they will find the answers they've been looking for.
You can run, but you can't hide who did it. We're going to find out.
In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Mark.
So they're going to find who did this. Gonna find who did this. And I hope whoever did this is shaking in their boots, because there is a lot of people looking for Sebastian today, my friends. A lot of people. Not only are all of us, but now there is Dog the Bounty Hunter, there is local law enforcement, there is TBI, there is FBI. There is a lot of money that a person who just speaks, they may not think they have anything. They may not think they have anything, and they may have something so small that could change the investigation more than they could ever know. I mean, just knowing that they saw someone in an area at this such and such time, for example, that can change everything. Anything about different vehicles, right? Anything like that can change an investigation. And people usually think, oh, I don't, this isn't going to change anything. And so they don't speak. But if you know anything out there, please, for Sebastian's sake, say something, please. This child deserves everyone. We need to know where he's at. He deserves to be known where he is, right? And so we are praying for that. No information is too small. You can always remain anonymous if you want. If you don't want, you're not interested in the reward or anything like that, understand. If you are someone's family member and you want to stay quiet, understand. You can always remain anonymous as well. So, this child deserves to be home. Carol, thank you so very much, my friend. Really, really do appreciate you. Amen. Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate you, Carol. Good to see you, by the way. So good. I am so glad Seth has someone like him to work with him. I guess TMZ also put out an article about this. Okay, we'll look that up as well. So, someone who is guilty. And furthermore, I just want to say that nobody can be cleared if you have never been named a suspect. Number one, there has never been a suspect named in Sebastian Rogers' case. Now, you may think someone is a suspect, but for the TBI and the FBI and all of that to say they have not named any suspects, how the hell can you be cleared if you're not a suspect? Right? Right? Oh my God. Fat girl, y'all are why are y'all so good to me today? Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Tips.fbi.gov. 100,000, 50,000, FBI 50,000. Dog, bring him home. No YouTube BS. It's time. Yes, exactly. It seems like there's more politics on here about trashing each other than it is about finding Sebastian, and there is no room for that. If you are here for the children, you need to be here for the truth, nothing but the truth, and that's it. That's it. Right? Thank you so much again, Vet Girl. God, you're very generous. Thank you so much. Very in Seth Rogers. Yes, because this kid is going to be found. He's going to be found. He's going to be found. There is too many people looking. I mean, you've got the federal government offering a reward, right? And that speaks volumes. And we just always have to be for the truth, no matter if you like the person, you dislike the person. If they're speaking truth on something, you got to support that. Doesn't mean you got to support them in other ways. And that's just that. Chris made a 3-hour call to GMA. Who's GMA? GMA. Good Morning America? I don't know. Our chicken roasting is less than 100 likes. Okay, we get to 1,000 likes. We have a chicken party. And I'm just saying, you don't want to miss the chicken party. You don't want to miss the chicken party. Didn't Chris say at the beginning they would be investigating this case for a long time? He certainly did. Actually, in his very first ever interview, he certainly did. Yes, that is true. Vet Girl, YouTube, do not fall for YouTube BS again. These kids matter. Stop the BS. Criminals will do what criminals do. Don't fall for it. Oh, Chris called into Granny's today? Oh, wow. I didn't think he would speak anymore. If no one talks, we know all involved, in my opinion. Snacks, because he's 15. Snacks. That's exactly right. Oh, what did he say? Is it still up? No, Chris called Granny's watching to ask her to remove court papers from her channel if you listen to. Oh, what court papers? Not on air, Justin. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Called 2 channels asking them to remove legal documents. Yeah. Okay. So, I think, in my opinion, we don't know who, right? Or what happened on the night of February 25th or 20, going into the 26th. Thank you, Heather. But we do know that there was activity outside that house. We do know that there was activity outside that house. Precisely, Justin. You can't be publicly cleared if you've never been publicly a person of interest. Exactly. I mean, Exactly. And I think Nick Barris came out earlier and said nobody has been cleared on all that. Very sad about the school pew-pewing this morning in Georgia. The latest on Sebastian Rogers right here. The latest on Sebastian Rogers' case, it's now been more than 6 months since the 15-year-old disappeared from his Hendersonville, Tennessee home. The Amber Alert and investigation remains active. Several of you have messaged me in the last asking a couple of questions. I'll do my best to answer. First, some have asked if the reward information in the case has increased. We know that the FBI has posted a $50,000 reward, and there is talk of a private individual offering an additional $25,000. I've reached out to that person, have not yet gotten back, so I cannot confirm. Hopefully it's true. The larger the reward, the better chance of someone knowing something that comes forward. I have heard that money is being raised to help Sebastian's missing billboards across the country. Second, some have asked if the TBI, FBI, or Sumner County have cleared the outfits. Sebastian's mother and father in this case, ? This may stem from something that was written in a court document. I do not know that exact context, but I can tell you what I've been telling you all along. All caps, no one has been cleared in the case as authorities consider any and all possibilities, knowing any evidence could surface at this time. That being said, there is no suspect in the case. Exactly what I just said. If there is no suspect, how in the hell can you be cleared? Right? And I'll just tell you this. They rarely name suspects. And sometimes they'll put out a suspect before they know like an imminent arrest is coming after a long investigation. Before they lock it down and arrest someone, they'll do that maybe a month or two before sometimes an arrest, but usually that doesn't even happen. Usually it is just you're arrested and then you're obviously the suspect. You're still innocent until proven guilty. There is a big difference between not being cleared and not being a suspect. I check weekly with the sheriff's investigation director, District Attorney Ray Whitley, and the TBI. They tell me Chris and Katie and Sebastian's biological father are not suspects. Exactly. Nobody's a suspect. They've been questioned, their stories vetted, and the vetted thing has nothing to do with being cleared or anything like that. And there is absolutely no evidence at this time linking any of them to Sebastian's disappearance. Now, personally, I think they know a hell of a lot more. If they didn't, then they wouldn't have given crap about the footage outside being put out. And, that's just my opinion. Does someone who does business with someone who had a warrant to search them, that someone's child goes on YouTube or TikTok, do you think a bias? Just asking. Does someone who does business with someone who had a warrant to search them? Okay, I don't understand. Does someone who does business with someone who had a warrant, okay, to search them, that someone's child goes missing on YouTube? I don't understand. They had a warrant to search. What's been interesting to me is the mere fact. One second. Okay, sorry about that. So I think you mean like, so someone who does business, someone. So I think you mean like they do business together, like, or realtors or something like that. Is that what you mean? Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. We'll just have to see here. There we go. Crazy retired lady Linda. Thank you so very much, my dear. Keep up the good job, Justin. Love the content of your videos. Thank you so much, crazy retired lady Linda. Means a lot to me, truly. Thank you so much. And thank you for your support. Carrie, thank you so much for becoming a pearl. Pearls look amazing on you, my dear. Really do appreciate that. True Sleuth, my God, y'all are being so generous today. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you. Thank you, Justin, for always speaking the truth. In my opinion, the push to have Sebastian permanently disappear in the form of an unsolved case have lost. God brought unexpected reinforcements and light. Amen, sister. To in being shine into darkness. Unfortunately, or sorry, ultimately rather, what needs to be exposed will be. And that is exactly right. That is exactly right. That's exactly right. God always brings reinforcements whenever we need it, doesn't he? Amen to that. Amen to that. Thank you for that, True Sleuth. Again, you guys have all been very, very generous to me today. Thank you so much. Reptiles, thank you, my love. Appreciate you so very much. Someone changed visits prior week. I think they did this versus for various reasons. He went with someone. No way he chained down. Maybe though. I don't you mean by chained down. No way he chained down. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Just write it in the chat there, Reptiles, so I can understand. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Toby, thank you so much for 3 continuous months. Really appreciate that, my friend. Come on, Pearls. I want a chicken party. I've got my 40th kidney stone trying to exit, and I need a happy boost. Oh my God, Toby, no. Like a mother cluckers. Like, oh God. 40th. You know, Toby, my aunt used to get kidney stones like that, and she did something. I'll try to ask her what it was, and she hasn't gotten one since. Like, we found her in a floor one day, crawling. She was hurting so bad. Like, it was bad. I remember being a kid and finding her like that. Wannabe Sleuthin, good to see you. Thank you for this community. It's a safe and welcoming space to meet like-minded people who care about others and take these cases to heart. Thank you so much, my dear. Really appreciate the 4 months very much. And there's my sister from another mister, Little Texas, in her 21 months. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Little Texas. I love and adore you. You know that you are an OG. Jerseys, thank you so much, my sweetheart, for 2 continuous months. Really do appreciate you guys are so kind, and you amaze me every day. Did we hit 1,000? Did we hit 1,000? Thank you, Kelly. Damn, yeah. Oh, bless your heart. Liar, bless your heart. All right, let's do a chicken party. Let's roll that bean footage.
Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher!
Give me sugar, water. More.
Edgar, your skin is hanging off your bones.
Oh, your skin is hanging off your bones.
Oh, yeah.
You're coming with me.
What?
We're going
It's
to
long
Mississippi.
trip. I'll need a snack.
Thank you all so very much for getting to 1,000 likes. You guys always come through. Really do appreciate it. Very, very sweet of you. Guys, we have the Terry Lynn call. Do you guys want to go over some of that, or do you want to do it tomorrow? Let me know. Well, there's no way we can finish it today, but thank you, Jeannie. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. The smoke kind MJ, just wondering. Smoke kind MJ. Okay, we can start now. Huge thank you to my friend Spirit Seeker, who is not only a fantastic creator, a fantastic friend, but a fantastic mod here as well, for doing this. She has this uploaded now. We're going to play that. Hello, Mr. E. Good to see you, my friend. What just happened to my thingy-majigger? Being in Tennessee is not. Hey, Mr. E. I had a kidney stone when I was 7 months pregnant and had to have surgery. Oh, wow. I've never had a kidney stone, thank God. But they say they're horrible. Yes, if you mods do not mind putting Spirit Seekers link in chat along with Mr. Ease, that would be very nice.
They were here at the house today. We reconfirmed. What can we say? What can't we say?
Okay, now she's got it on sped up, so I'm gonna see if it'll.
Guess what?
But y'all been saying it. Here's my point.
No, we
Yes.
haven't. I have not given you specifics.
Okay, but y'all gave listen, you gave specifics tonight. What were they? The glasses.
Actually, go back and rewind, and you might want to listen again. I didn't say shit.
I didn't say you did. What about the glasses?
What is reading glasses? Is that what you're referring to?
Didn't
You know, I was thinking in this case, Mr. Foot says that they have checked the house 10, 11 times. Just on panel when CP demanded Smiley to get off and go live. She did it 3 hours. Then he was on the phone with Terry Lynn after. Yes. But he said that they've been there 10, 11 times. They've checked cars. and all of that. They have checked their families' stuff as well. Right? And they haven't. Tell me, and this is my opinion and my opinion only. Justin, I try my best to do a quick timestamp comment on video. So if you refresh the comments, oh, God bless you, Spirit Seeker. Tell me, where do you think they would be searching their house 10, 11 plus times, their vehicles, and this is also Mr. Foot's words, their families' vehicles, homes, alleged laptops, computers, if they weren't looking for something? What is your thoughts on that? Because I don't think they would be. I mean, what the heck would, you know, someone in a different home have to do with it, right? I have a question. Chat, does anyone think of someone says that they know the way a judge talks, that a way a judge takes to work is a threat? Yeah. I don't, Vet Girl, that was either allegedly Kathy or allegedly Kathy's friend who stated that with Mr. Foot's daughter, they said about a judge that they know the way that he takes, the route he takes home. I remember that. One of them put it on their Facebook. That is true. That was something, wasn't it? That is true. Reptile Wildfire, thank you, my dear. Snacks, because he's 15, please play. Okay, let's do it.
Snacks, because, you know, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks, because, you know, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks, because, you know, he's 15 and snacks.
I mean, that could certainly be taken as, you know, a potential threat to a judge. The judge who gave Nina custody when their daughter was a baby. Yes, that one, Mohawk. Yep. Because I can't remember if it was the grandma or the grandma's friend, but they said that they knew the way the judge route he took home. What?
Your wife says she found them or has them?
No.
Are you?
No.
So,
Well, hold up. Let me just, for the record.
All right.
Okay.
Might want to.
While that was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure if you go back and watch, you'll be able to see what I'm
going
tell you.
to. Trust me, I will.
Mine, I dropped out several times
Mm-hmm.
in that here or that.
I've seen that because you were getting hit with hard questions. But like I said,
Yeah. Someone just texted me, and I've thought about that as well. They've been in Seth's house once, right? Once. They didn't go back multiple times. They didn't go, you know, check his family's stuff. over and, all of this because they didn't need to. They didn't need to. So there's that. Check this out. Sumner County DA refused to prosecute this a year ago. 110. Okay. Tennessee Post Commissioner believe Millersville PD is operating illegally. Hold on one second, y'all. I want to play this real quick.
These findings to the Sumner County District Attorney Ray Whitley, who declined to prosecute, leaving commissioners.
Oh, listen to that. Hold on. Let's start here.
Who said they believe Police Chief Melvin Brown has been illegally working full-time and uncertified for months. This is even after he was told back in March that he could only work part-time until he completed transition school. He assured me after that meeting that he would stick to administrative work part-time. Commissioners at that time also explained that Assistant Chief Glenn Allred that he too had to go back to the police academy because too much time had passed since either one of these two was last certified. This came after our News Channel 5 investigation where we discovered Allred responding to calls on his own, although the law says he must be certified to do so. Investigators sent these findings to the Sumner County District Attorney Ray Whitley, who...
Well, we've heard that name before, haven't we?
Declined to prosecute, leaving commissioners to consider all their options.
It's something that potentially TBI could be turned over to TBI. And if we've got law enforcement...
Why would he not prosecute that?
Operating outside the scopes and the bounds, and
I don't understand that.
Complying with the laws and the rules of the state of Tennessee, we keep going up to the higher powers.
When asked why Chief Brown was working full-time, again, investigators said that the city manager, Scott Avery, thought Brown could do so as long as he signed up for training in August. As far as we know, Chief Brown is still planning on attending. Assistant Chief Allred did enroll in police academy, but never showed up. Investigators said they now get 2 to 3
I mean, you have to swear an oath to the Constitution. You can't just do that. You can't just do that. That's really messed up. Really messed up. Holly, yes, thank you so much for the snacks, because snacks, really appreciate that, my dear. Serenity, my computer froze. 1 second. What the hell is going on here? Okay, there we go. Serenity, thank you so much, my dear. I think with 100,000 reward and dog on the case, some people are going to be getting nervous and might even break down or mess up. You never know. They have to pass the PE test to enter. Oh, well, they're fucked. Just kidding. They're screwed then. Because, I mean, they can't run. Run for what? Okay, glasses, belt. My God, you're so organized, Spirit Seeker. I want to go to why. I want to go and what I really want to find is where they talk about the RVs. I'm trying to look through here real quick. That's what's interesting for me. Spirit Seeker, you're amazing. Okay, so I don't see anything unless I'm children funding, court tomorrow, Zoom, camera inside home, forget things you say, writing things on Facebook, School attendance. Sebastian told stories. CP says the R word. Did you call Sebastian the R word? Assorted past. Concrete comments. Do you know if he is Spirit Seeker in here? Pickle Miyamoto, he says he did. I mean, that's what he says. I don't. Much love. I'm 69 years young today. Oh, Debbie, congratulations. There we go. Debbie, we will sing to you at the end of this. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We will do it. Thank you so much, my dear. All right. If Spirit Seeker's in here, I'd like to.
I'm not the weak people. You chose the weak people. Oh my God. Listen, you can, oh my God, but you're not going to pull this shit.
I'm not pulling
You
shit.
can't control the narrative.
I'm not trying to control your narrative.
It's not my narrative. It's the truth. Aliens don't
I love how Terry Lynn gives him hell.
abduct kids. Shit.
No shit.
Well,
I'm glad
hello.
we agree on that. I'm so glad we can agree.
I am too, sir.
But what we're not agreeing on is I'm trying to explain to you something. And you're, well, strong women. Okay, I don't give a shit. Strong women.
Oh, I know you don't. I know you don't. Trust and believe. I know that about you. I know you like weak ones because you cannot control.
I know you like.
Okay.
That's my wife.
There's no narrative to control.
Absolutely not. There is not with me.
There's no narrative period to control.
Okay. So.
Period.
She told about the glasses. So go back for yourself on that. And why? And let me ask you this: why in the hell would you put your hands on a child with a belt?
One lick on the bottom on the outside of his clothes is
15 years old.
He wasn't 15.
You said he was.
No, I didn't. Did not say he was 15.
Yes.
Don't need to go back.
Oh my God. When this happened with the belt incident, it was in January. Listen to this one. Why does this one feel like he needs to argue with someone he doesn't know? This is priceless.
Oh my! No, you need to listen. 6 different stories. I don't need to clean a damn thing, sir.
Well,
maybe you need to get that notebook.
Stories have not fucking changed.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Stop.
Sorry.
Are you? I can tell you your stories. Why are you so? Listen.
If you can tell me my stories,
why the hell are you?
Can't.
Why are you so upset?
Because you were sitting here trying to steer.
No, because I'm not some little wimpy woman that's taking your bullshit that you want to control it.
It's not even controlling. You aren't even putting the right information
Okay.
No, you didn't, dumbass.
Guys, I'm going to go to 1 hour and 1 minute because I want to hear something. Thank you so much, Spirit. You're amazing. 1 hour, 1 minute. Okay. We'll go back to that, I promise, but I just want to
What is the problem with the ex-wife? Do you just not like her?
No, I'm not going into details. That's a personal matter between her and I and the courts. That's not something that I'm going to talk to anybody about because it's really nobody's. I'm not
just saying, is it something that y'all can work out?
I'd like to hope so.
Did you ever search an area in Mississippi?
Yes.
Is there a reason?
Looking for my stepson. Yeah, I'm looking for my stepson. What more reason do I need?
You're looking for Sebastian?
If we're searching for my stepson, that is the only boy that is my stepson.
But isn't that far?
What? Isn't that what?
That's far.
almost to the camper park.
Being that we don't have any evidence, period. I mean, everything's on the table at this point, so why not?
But why there? I'm curious. Listen, I'm curious. I mean, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just asking.
Well, I've also got people that have gone to Sledge, Mississippi.
What's in Mississippi?
Ain't shit in Mississippi, honestly.
I've never been to Mississippi.
You ain't missing much.
Do this in person.
Do you have family in Mississippi? I don't know nothing about Mississippi. I really don't.
Well, the only thing really that's great in Mississippi, you got Ole Miss University, you got Mississippi State.
I don't know who called dog in. I don't know if, but I'm just glad that they did. And I do have a quote from Mr. Rogers. I am praying every day for Sebastian to be found and brought home. I hope dog finds him. And he'll be doing what he can. This is a father trying to actually find answers, not do anything, right?
It's like their big, popular town.
But why would you leave it? Is there something that led you there? Why not Kentucky, Alabama?
Because I had to go to Mississippi anyways.
So you were already on your way there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why is everybody talking about Mississippi? I don't know.
So everybody's talking about Mississippi because that's where I was staying when I worked in Memphis. Everybody's just
I have no clue because I know nothing about Mississippi.
Right. There's a bunch of crap out there on Facebook that people are saying that I picked up my stepson's body and dropped him somewhere along the way. I'm like, okay, first off, you have to be here. I wasn't. Oh, well, get over it.
Wow. Just saying that would be hard for me to say, let alone.
Like, well, he left the phone on. Good luck, people. Good luck. Because all that shit's been searched by the law enforcement agencies. It's already been debunked. So, I mean, that's why like half the stuff people say, I just don't care anymore.
Well, wait a minute. Why the hell would you stay in Mississippi? Listen, I don't know my maps. You can laugh if you want to. I really don't give a damn. I don't know where the hell Mississippi is compared to Memphis. I have no clue.
Okay, so are you familiar with Memphis?
Yeah, I've been there twice. I've been there twice.
Okay, so I-41.
Opposite of Knoxville. I lived in Knoxville.
Yes, ma'am.
For a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
That's important.
Yes.
Not the best place in the world to be either, by the way.
I mean, I was in a great. We were in a good time. We did the Delta Dental. We did we were in a church. I got the pictures. I can still go.
So you probably went when it was actually pretty decent.
Huh? It wasn't that long ago. Just a couple of years ago. We did the big stick.
Pre-COVID or post-COVID?
Shoot, hold on. I'll look. I don't remember everything. I mean,
well, it basically like after COVID.
No, they're not speaking of. There's a part where he speaks about. I'm pretty sure it's this interview. I could be wrong. Hey, Chris, he's Southernish. He says he had to go clean his RV or his mother-in-law's or his mother's RV, something to that effect.
COVID hit the town, it kind of went down real fast.
I'll tell you. I mean, I keep everything because there's that church has statues. I know it's like, was it German?
Yeah, you're probably talking about the.
I don't know. It's a big old church. All these dentists could come in. I was Delta Dental. Hold on. 2019.
Bear, isn't it true that if they say lawyer, the police can't tell us they aren't cooperative? All questions do have to stop. That is true. If they don't want to speak, now they can speak with the lawyer, with the attorney being there, or the attorney not being there if they give approval. Everything they would need a warrant after. I'm not sure about the first part though. I'm not sure if they can say they're not cooperating. I'm not so sure about that. So I'm not so sure about that.
Oh yeah, you were down there when things were pretty decent.
What's this church? They have some weird statues in this church, and they were doing all kinds of dental work. We had to be there very early, 4 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get out there until late.
Yeah, if you were in Germantown was actually not.
I mean, I think it was
liquor stores. Mm-hmm.
But now in Memphis, you do not stay in Memphis. I mean, you just don't. I mean, you go outside of Memphis to stay. But RV park wise, you know, when I say it's right over the state line of Mississippi.
Hold on, is Angel in here?
Yeah.
Where's Angel?
Oh, okay. So you live in an RV?
When I'm on the road.
Oh. Why?
Well, where am I supposed to
Oh,
sleep?
so you don't come home? Oh, I don't know what you do. I mean, I'm not like that. I don't know what you do.
Oh no. So most construction folks that actually live like have to travel occasionally for work.
I don't
they
see
tend
Angel.
to have like RVs that they'll take and set up because it's cheaper to live that way than it is to have a $3,000, $4,000 hotel bill. You
Trishy,
can't afford it because
you got to go back because we covered a lot today.
you know your money's going to your hotel bill instead of paying your bill. So
Why don't I see Angel?
So they don't give you extra money to live off of if you're not.
not every job does, no.
So you have to live in an RV. That's weird. Well, maybe not if you want to live in an. I don't know. I don't know much about that because I don't know. I don't camp stuff. It's okay. Okay. So you live in Mississippi when you're doing that though?
Hey, Angel, honey, I can't
And you
see
eat out of
you.
that thing and everything.
Hey, good to see you.
I'm just saying, do you wash your clothes in it too?
No, I have to go to the laundromat. I don't have a washer and dryer.
Oh.
Or some parks have like a washer and dryer at the park, so you can use those too.
Does that have a bathroom?
Mine does, yeah. Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't like, because then you have to deal with the sewer pipe and the discharge and all that stuff.
Wouldn't you just go home? I'm just curious. Why wouldn't you just go home?
You're just going to drive 3 hours and 37 minutes one way.
Me?
I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. So it's 3 hours and 37 minutes one way to go home.
Yes.
And 3 hours and 37 minutes to go
It
back.
might
So
be
it's
right
like
up
7
here.
hours.
When would I have to go back?
Are you going to drive every day?
Wait, what? Wait a minute. So how many?
Yes.
How many hours do I have to work a day?
It just depends.
Well, I don't work at the ends, but give me a range, please, and I'll tell you.
Depends. I can't give you a range. It just depends. Now, we can have that discussion later. So
I just told you we'll never do this again. Because I'll end up having to cuss you out. Now.
Okay.
So why in Mississippi is this damned RV though?
Do I know?
Why in the hell in this RV in Mississippi? Is it cheaper to park it there and live?
I really can't see CP going to a laundromat. No, me either. Not a chance. I think he probably took it back home.
Well, you don't live in an RV. I guess you do. Hell, I don't know. So
Thank you, my dear, for
go
that.
down there as a
Brother.
family and live in the RV?
No.
Really?
Yep.
But wouldn't they pay for you a hotel? They would pay me. Okay, they would pay for me a hotel. So how long have you been doing this, by the way?
Yeah, Carla, me too.
A while.
But you're not doing it now.
So what is this dealing with, Sebastian? That's my question.
Well, I'm just trying. So, because I'm trying to see this in my head. So you're living there. So y'all living just kind of separate lives, kind of.
No.
Yeah.
So she's by herself, and you're living in another place.
See that now? You're digging in information. I'm not.
Well, no, I'm sitting in my. No, I'm not doing that. I'm sitting in my head thinking I could live in a damn RV.
Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry.
Maybe I could.
Okay, Bear Bear.
I don't know. But you do it to the job's over, right? And go to another job site, or just no?
I'm not going to answer those.
Why not answer those?
Because it has nothing to do with Sebastian.
Well, it kind of would.
It doesn't really. It does not.
Well, it would if it. Listen, here's my.
So here's what I can tell you. When it comes to anything about that, it's already been taken care of and vetted by all law enforcement that have looked at every aspect of this, and I'm covered. So I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
That's why when people want to ask questions, it doesn't matter.
Well, no, listen, I'm not mocking you for living in an RV. It's not a big deal.
He wouldn't
That's
answer how long.
That's what you do.
Exactly.
I'm not telling you I live in an RV. I'm just telling you asked if I have an RV. You asked where it was. I told you.
You're good.
Yes, they
It's
do.
gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been to Memphis. It's okay. Now, and the last time you said you seen, which I did read in here, and you've done said it was the 1st of February.
No, I never said it was the 1st of February.
It's the
No, I never once said the 1st of February. I said early February. That is all I told y'all.
Not me. I'm just telling you what I read.
Y'all, I mean, generally, Facebook.
See, he's so semantics. So semantics. I said early February.
Is there a reason? Because
yes, because people are out there assuming, insinuating, and coming up with their own crap to turn around. And every time they do that, they want to submit. Well, then he did this. Well, then when they submit it to law enforcement, you know what? That takes another body away from finding Sebastian. So here, do you want to know the answers? I'll answer your questions. Here you go.
then why didn't you just answer the JLR then? Why didn't you just answer that man?
Okay,
You know
baby.
what I'm saying? Why didn't you just answer him?
Did you text it or did you email it?
Push a bunch of false information to know what he's talking about first off. He does. Okay, he did.
Well, y'all can work it
out. Exactly. And that's why I tell everybody, don't worry about it. That's fine.
Yeah. Dancing around the question. Always semantics.
Okay. Now I'm going to read this to you now. You were dealing with a lot of this is on the candlelight things, the law enforcement, security, and then the area influence load was. Hold on. And this is the next one. Let me find this for you. And can I ask one more thing? Is there a reason why you just don't say his name? Say his name, like Sebastian.
I do say Sebastian's name. If you go back and listen to everything we've been talking about, okay. I've been saying Sebastian.
Okay. Is it because that you thought that he was going to profit off of it? Is that why you wouldn't talk to him?
Who?
The one you told me not to mention his name.
I didn't say not mention his name. I said that's between him and I.
Okay. Let me find this for you. It might take me a second because, my God, you've been so active on it.
Okay.
Right here. Okay. What do you?
Oh, wow. That's a very interesting leak. Hold on. We're going to come back to this. I just want to show you this real quick. This is interesting. All right. Do I have to talk to the police to be considered cooperative? No, absolutely not. You can move or act as commanded without talking to the police. In order to exercise your rights not to speak, the most you have to say is, quote, I am not speaking to you without a lawyer, end quote. Cooperating with police lawful commands does not require that you give up your constitutional rights. Very, very interesting. I mean, it can't, I know that it can't be held against you. I know it can't be held against you if you ask for a lawyer. It can't be held against you if you don't speak as well. Hey, Josh. Good to see ya. My brother from another mother.
Early February. I'm not going to give you time.
No, I'm not asking what. Let me say this. What would you consider early?
I'm not going to give you a time frame, is what he says. He says the 5th, y'all. He says the 5th in other interviews. I think it's the 6th. It could be the 5th, but because of those phone lines, I think it's the 6th.
I'm not going to give you. I'm not doing that.
Let me look at what. Let me see what they say. What early?
I don't care what they say.
No, I'm typing in what is early. I'm just gonna ask Google because I would think it would be like earlier that beginning of that month. Does that make sense to you? Is there a specific reason?
Yes, because I've been informed by law enforcement agencies do not give specific dates, and that's why you're not getting them.
Is there a reason why his father didn't or doesn't dodge dates?
I'm sorry, but there's no reason why you can't say. Yes, that as well too. There's no reason why you can't say almost a month, almost. I mean, it's the same month, but before Sebastian goes missing, you weren't home unless you're trying to not expose something, uncover something, cover up something.
I'm just curious.
In my opinion.
I don't know. I'm not going to speak for Seth. I'm not going to sit here
No,
and try
I'm
to
not
figure
saying
out why he does what he does either.
No, I'm not saying speak for him. I'm just saying, is there a reason why?
Hey, I wonder if someone took a ride that weekend on their Harley but wasn't home. Confused.
That's speaking for him, and I'm not speaking for him. I'm not going to come up with an but guess what? He does what he does. He does what he does because that's what he chooses to do.
But wouldn't they have told him the same as they told you?
They have told him the same, and whatever he does, he's his own grown-ass man. He can do what he so chooses.
So that could be February 1st to the 9th.
Could be whatever.
Well, no, that's what Google says.
Well, that's what Google says.
I just got to go off Google says, damn it, because you won't tell me what early means to you. Because
And I'm not going to, because I've been instructed by law enforcement, you do not give the exact dates. Plain and simple.
Okay.
You have instructed them? What? You have instructed them? Give me a break. Give me a break. Arrogance is beyond the pale of anything I've ever seen.
I mean, is there anybody that you cannot talk about? They told you that you can't talk about anybody.
Not that I'm aware of.
Is there anybody that they are investigating that you are not aware of or aware of?
No, ma'am.
Are there any leads in this? Or it's just infuriating. There's no leads. There's nothing. It's just like he vanished in the middle of the night.
Exactly.
And the door's just locked. I get it.
The door's just locked.
So let's see. I think you answered that one. And your interior was searched. It wasn't searched with luminol, though, right?
What, with the forensics?
Yeah.
No, they didn't, as far as I know.
They brought the hounds in, I think. Didn't they?
Yes, they asked us whether they can bring the dogs in and allow the dogs in the house.
What were they doing? What were they looking for in the backyard?
I do not know.
Do you recall them out there taking pictures and scoping out the backyard?
They came and did some mapping of the neighborhood, but I don't know anything as far as like pictures and shit like that in the backyard now.
Yeah, it was right there. It would be probably close to where,
Never heard anyone say and shit like that when you're talking about the investigation of your stepson. That's
our pit area is. Or
okay.
That I do not know.
Because they were doing that, and that was just, it made me curious. Maybe I don't know where his bedroom is. So, let's see. We know he hasn't had his medication, and I think they'll answer that on that.
What do you mean keys, vet girl? What are keys?
Is there a question that you didn't answer? And I'm going to ask you this: is there a reason that y'all did not make pleas for his return?
Jennifer to the office, please. Jennifer to the office.
Is there a reason? Because people are asking this on Facebook, and I did see this. Is there a reason why that y'all have not pled for his return?
We have pled for his return.
You know what I mean. I'm talking about. From your whole chest, scream that shit out.
We've made plans on social media.
Okay. Let's see. And you might not like this. I know I'm irritating shit out of you.
Me, Miranda. To the office, please. Miranda to the office.
You'll be the first one. But anyway, let me ask you this. No, you might be able to answer this one. You do know about a child predator that is in your neighborhood, correct?
No, ma'am, I do not.
You might want to check that shit because they're there. They have moved in. I did map that one out.
I haven't been able to find that what Terry Lynn said there. I don't see anything in the neighborhood.
And you have one more, and that one is on my Olivet Road. I think that one likes kids. By the way, there's that. I got that part of that.
He said key is part of the investigation. His words?
You just don't fall asleep now.
Oh.
Don't fall asleep. Do you think law enforcement does a good job on this?
I think what they've done so far is whatever they can do.
They suck, by the way.
I wonder if Mr. Foot was in, if that was on the other shoe. if he would be speaking like this. God forbid that ever happens. But they do what they can do. Yeah. Where is the keys to the back door?
I'm just saying, I mean, that's my opinion. I have my right to my opinion. You have yours.
That is very true. I don't have a.
I'm just gonna be honest.
I don't have a background in law enforcement, so.
38 minutes. Okay, I'm at 113. Remember that. 38 minutes. Okay, we're almost there.
Nobody's hiding him from you all, right? So that's false. That was put out there. Nobody's hiding him from you all, right?
Nope.
I'm asking, and this is from the heart. Nobody's hiding him from you all, right?
Nope.
Not at all. Not at all.
Nope.
Nope.
And did you get a lawyer?
No.
So that's false. That was put out there.
Yep.
Well, I would hope that you would at least apologize to his city. Do you believe that this young boy is alive?
Yes.
What makes you think that?
My gut and my heart says he's still alive.
I'm going to ask you one hard
And right
question.
now there's no other evidence to say otherwise, so.
Let me ask you something really good.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking, and this is from the heart. Nobody's hiding him from you all, right?
Nope.
Not at all.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking, and this is from the heart. Nobody's hiding him from you all, right?
Nope.
Not at all. And did you get a lawyer?
No.
So that's false.
Why so?
Let me ask you something really good.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking, and this is from the heart.
Nope.
Not at all. And did you get a lawyer?
No.
So that's false.
I'm actually very tired too. And I've been.
Right. That makes sense. I know that you're not a happy camper right now, but you got really quiet on that one. Just saying.
I'm actually very tired too, and I've
You
been
know
asking
what?
you
A
to
lot
get
of
to the
people are
questions.
tired in this world. My feet are tired.
I don't know why I kept
Okay, good for
repeating.
your feet.
So, the next question. You bought a new mattress. Is there a reason you bought a new mattress?
We bought a new mattress. Interesting.
It is interesting, actually.
Yeah. Where's this mattress at?
Did you not buy a new mattress?
Y'all are saying I bought a new mattress. So where's
There's
the
no
mattress?
y'all. I'm one freaking person.
You're asking the question.
Jesus Christ. How many people do you think I'm housing inside my body?
Quite a bit, actually.
Shit. Honey, if that's the case, then you got about 50 up in there.
Yeah, that's yeah, sure.
Are you protecting your wife or something?
Nope.
So you're not covering for her for nothing.
Nope.
So you didn't buy it. So there's no mattress that you bought. Nothing.
Nope. I thought these were hard questions. These are not hard questions.
Well, I guess they're not for you. And so
They're immaterial, actually, but whatever.
they're what now?
Immaterial.
Not really. Not really.
Okay.
Like I said, condescending. And if people were to try to verify any of these things, they're going to find out that none of this stuff happened. None of this stuff is true.
Nope.
It's all bullshit that you're telling the truth about everything. You never told a lie ever.
Yep.
And did those signs come from Rip Wheeler at all? None of those signs were from Wheeler.
Who is Wheeler?
You don't know who Wheeler is?
No, I don't.
So, okay. And then one more question. Why the hell do you have a house with no cameras outside there?
It's going to come out. Just
I'm not going to confirm or deny if there's cameras here or not. It's nobody's business.
I'm just asking a question.
I'm not giving you an answer. It's nobody's business what is or is not here.
Okay, well then people in law. Well, what they put out slides, then I guess I'll say that they're lying.
Cindy says, in my opinion, no is true. He didn't get a lawyer because he already has family friend lawyer. Nope is potentially either a lie or he's not entirely sure. He's smug when he says nope. He's
What do you
always
imagine? Then
smug.
can I ask you this? What do you think happened to Sebastian? What do you think happened? Did he walk out the door that night or early morning?
I don't know. It's hard to say because right now there's no answers to anything. My speculations here. If he, walks outside the door, he's vanished. There's no trace.
Right.
The cops asked me what I thought, and I told them, I said, supposedly based on what we were told initially, it was like, well, if he made it to the road and he's walking down the road, somebody goes flying down there and let's say they hit him. They think you would find something. Well, there's nothing there to be found. So that kind of.
Well, there would have been a scent. There would have been a scent, Edgar. He would have also been on camera, Edgar.
Amongst that. Right. So then it goes back to, was this a crime of opportunity of he was walking and somebody picked him up? Or did somebody just take him? We don't know. Same thing I told the cops.
But the dog's scent stopped at that door at one point.
Yeah, dead end road.
No.
And then, so the dogs are wrong. Or y'all have the wrong dogs were brought in. I don't know. And I know that.
Well, your question is actually.
Well, no, they did say that the
correct.
dogs. Well, they said, well, listen, what they put out was that, and I'll go find it and read it all over again. They said that the dogs stopped. It stopped at the door. Then another one says that it stopped at the damn dumpster through where the new construction is. Which one is it? I don't know. Because it's two different stories told.
Exactly, and neither one of them are remotely true.
So which one is it? Because they're not. Nothing's adding up.
So here's what I can tell you. So day one, they had at least 5 dogs that started out.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I see the dogs. I did see the dogs.
So throughout the 8 days that they were searching, I can't tell you how many dogs they brought in. They brought dogs in from out of state, different counties, all over
Knox
the place.
County had their dogs out there. I can probably name a lot of the counties that did have their dogs out there, actually.
Okay. So they had their dogs out here.
And that is the Hatter's Madness. Someone did, in my opinion, pick something up at around the 3 o'clock mark. Someone has to be seen to walk out and walking, in my opinion. I see cameras, in my opinion. Hey, Misty, you need to go back and watch the very beginning.
Anyways, several dogs hit in some directions. Some hit over in the construction. Takes it down to the retention pond, which is only knee deep, and they drained it, and they didn't find anything, and that's where the scent disappears.
I do remember that. Because they did bring it. You remember that one? They were sleeping up out there close to the house, or right up in front of it.
Well, they suited up out front of the house because they went down to the storm drains.
Yes, I remember that part. This has been a lot that has happened.
Oh no, trust me.
Butterflies.
And they did drain. I believe they drained a pond.
The retention pond, yes.
Yes. Did they ever check up Mount Olivet Road?
Where?
Mount Olivet Road.
Mount Olivet. Where is that at exactly?
Okay, turn by
Gregory Heather.
Okay.
Turn on Latimer Lane.
Okay, gotcha.
And then turn on to. You'll turn left.
No and nope.
Mount Olivet Road.
Yeah.
I don't know. They said they expanded the search up to a 5-mile radius from the house.
They need to search there.
I'm guessing that's within the 5-mile radius.
No, it's not.
Okay, then I don't know.
They need to. Honestly.
It might
well,
not
here's
be
the
this one then.
So there's another. They brought out a company called EquiSearch.
Yeah.
I think.
Did they bring the one out of Texas?
Vet Girl, it's very interesting you say that because I noticed on that map that they were searching, everything seemed like they were focusing more eastward rather than any. I mean, they did a radius, but it seems like they were focusing more eastward or southeast. Is that? It wouldn't be eastward. It was westward, wasn't it? I think it was westward. You go back in.
No, they brought.
Texas, they need Texas. They got the one in the western part, and that's Tennessee. They need Texas.
Well, so the group that came here was kind of a mix. So we had one, she was from Tennessee. I guess the other ones were like Ohio or something, but all the program and everything comes out of Texas from what I understood.
Northwest.
And they use their drones. They flew around various places. I mean, that I don't know. I mean, I can.
I think, yeah, I got that. I got
You
that
said Mount, what was it called? Mount Olive?
Mount Olivet Road, yes. There's some ravines there, and there's some things like homes that are flattened out and some dilapidated homes, and then there's some other things out there.
Are you saying Matt or Mount?
Mount Olivet Road.
Mount, okay.
M-O-U-N-T.
Mount Olivet Road.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if they search there. I mean, we can ask them tomorrow, and we'll find out.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I know. So a lot of people said they went back in that direction, but nobody has specified like what roads they went down.
There's some ravines there, and there's some dilapidated homes.
Okay.
Some crow. I know what I'm talking. The birds that eat.
The vultures. You're talking about the vultures.
Yes.
Turkey vultures or whatever they're called.
Nasty, yes. That. And did we figure out the glasses? I know you didn't want to wake your wife.
So what I know, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Based on when the cops were here, they searched. They looked in the room. The glasses were missing. So the assumption is that Sebastian has them on his face. Now, I said the assumption because I don't know. I haven't seen the glasses. So, and I wasn't here when they initially searched.
Wow.
So you were not there when they were searching the home. Is there a reason? And I have to ask: is there a reason why y'all come off so cold? I'm sorry, I couldn't. I mean, I don't know if you disassociate or not. I couldn't.
Why we come off so cold? Well,
it's the body language for me.
I don't know. Like, just in general, that's just kind of me.
I'm not being rude. I'm being rude.
No, I mean, it's fine. You're not. I mean, you're asking a legit question, and I'm giving you my answers. Like, that's just kind of me in general. Like, I don't.
You're not a loving kind of person.
No, I'm not saying I'm not a loving person. I'm a loving person. I'm not a physical affection. Like, I don't know. I'm not. I don't portray that stuff out. That's just me. Now for Katie, right now, the woman has been crying for almost 24 days straight. She's exhausted. She's tired.
Well, and I get that, and I'm not saying that.
What?
I mean, I'm honest. I assume that she's naked.
Yeah.
And I said it because as a mother myself,
Usually you get 2 pair of glasses, not 1 pair of glasses.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine, you know.
I'm a mom.
That's right.
Do you believe men should cry or can cry, or is it okay for a man to cry?
Yes.
Well,
need to hear that.
Remember, his sister said at 5:35 or something in the morning, the day after Sebastian went missing, that Sebastian left with his glasses on. What else was it? No shoes. It's such an odd thing to say that he left with his glasses on. For case of missing Rogers. Guidance, hi. Have just reviewed Web Sleuths Live 4 months ago titled, We Welcome the Private Investigators. I'll talk. Yeah, 5:52 in the morning. Yeah, he left with a small flashlight. I posted 5:52 when he was woke up at 6 a.m. It was the day after Sebastian went missing, and that's when she said he may have gotten in a car and the person went to work. And Sebastian would have woken up and got out of the car. ... It happens. It was so bizarre.
Yeah.
I think men grieve in their own ways, and that's why man is so much different than woman.
Do you know how much Sebastian weighs?
Yes.
How much?
Well, at his last doctor's visit, he weighed 113 pounds.
Why did they think that he weighed 120?
I have no idea. We've kind of gone back and forth with TBI and them as far as like what they put out. They put out like he's 120 pounds. No, he's 113 pounds. They put out he was wearing a black sweatshirt. He's not in a sweatshirt. When based on what the mom put out, the clothes that she said he had on that are not accounted for is it's kind of like it's not a sweatshirt. It's not a hoodie. It's like a long sleeve black. What the mom put out, the clothes that she said he had on that are not accounted for. A black sweatshirt. He's not in a sweatshirt. When based on what the mom put out, the clothes that she said he had on that are not accounted for is it's kind of like it's not a sweatshirt. It's not a hoodie. It's like a long sleeve black shirt.
That person that just emailed me that, I'm going to email you back to get a little clarification on that. Okay.
I have the call, and I can play it for you. Because it was weird.
No, I mean, I'm just telling you what I know. I mean, I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying because it was a 6:39 phone call. It was confusing. I'm not gonna lie, because me personally, yeah, I would be slapping 911 real quick. And no, but you've already explained all that and why y'all did not do that. Get it? That's why. But to me, a lot of things didn't add up with the story because of the bedroom, cooking, making his breakfast. Because I would have seen him if I'm walking this way when I'm going that way. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I would have seen him. My first thing would be 911. That's just me.
So
39 minutes lapse. And when the call goes out.
The call went out before 6:39.
Well, they have it at dispatch at 6:39 with the sheriff's department.
Well, call went out before then.
I'm just only giving you what
No, I understand. I mean, my phone logs and everything's been downloaded and recorded and they have it. So that's why I'm like, I know it didn't go out at 6:39. They've taken all of our devices. They've scanned them all. They've done all that fun jazz.
Now, had they kept y'all's phones or did they give them back?
No, they gave them back. So the day all that went down, I mean, this is not anything pertinent, so they didn't really give a shit if we said this. So they walked in the house, they asked us, and, we were sitting down, me and my wife were sitting at the table. Seth was outside in his truck, I think, on his phone call, or he was talking to somebody. But they asked us initially about, about phones and stuff like that. And I said, I don't care, here's my phone. I gave my phone, said, here's a passcode, signed a release form. Katie did the same.
Very interesting stuff.
Hey, they want to bring your phone and come inside. They want to talk to us. He goes, okay. And I said, all right. I said, well, they took our phones, and I think they're going to ask you for the same sign a release form or something. I don't know. So then they took the phones. The phones, they go off wherever they go and they do their thing. Well, we went all day, no phones, absolutely nothing. My phone back first. And I think Katie got hers and then Seth got his, or vice versa. I think as I went, mine, hers, and his in that order. But they were not like simultaneously. It was spaced out.
Now, let me ask you, did they also go through Sebastian's devices as well?
They still have them.
Did he also have he had a tablet?
I think at his dad's house.
And his phone, and then his Switch.
Here he had his Chromebook, his Switch, and his phone.
Right. Is there a reason why you were that strict? I'm trying to figure that part out because I had teenagers. We've all had teenagers.
Right.
Personally, three. I did. To the degree that you were that strict with that.
Yes.
Because have I been strict? Somewhat, but not to that degree.
So here's what I'll tell you.
Okay. That confuses. I'm sorry. It's like a control thing for me. And
I know it sounds very off. So here, let me explain very quickly. Part of the explanation I'm not going to give you until we talk to all the.
I know a little bit of stuff. I already know some things already. You don't have to go into detail. I'm good with that because kids are going to be kids. I'm not done.
No. Hold on. In fairness,
I'll be fair.
Let me explain. So part of this I'm not going to release until all the family sits down and discusses this together.
Oh, I understand. I already know, and I'm fine with that. I don't want you to. I don't want to hear it. I'm good.
Secondly, as far as like restricting his access, as far as like social media, there's too many freaks and weirdos out there that try to manipulate kids, period. I, for one, don't feel that kids need social media until they're 18.
18?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay.
That's me. I said that's
okay,
me.
I get it. Thank God. Okay. Woo, Lord. Okay, 18. What all do you consider social media?
All the Facebooks, whatever apps and all these chat things and all that stuff that's out there.
You know, on some of those devices, like say the Switch, you know that you can actually really do some things with that. You do also know on the computers at school, kids are smarter than people think.
Sebastian didn't have access to that.
Y'all sure about that? Because
we know for a fact.
I didn't think my daughter did either.
Well, we know for a fact he doesn't.
I'm just saying I didn't think my daughter did either. Found out later she did.
Well, I can promise you he does not.
So y'all just didn't want him on that stuff?
No, we don't. He doesn't need to be on there. He doesn't need to have a chance to encounter the weirdos and stupid shit that people try to pull. He's not. No.
But he had a Gmail though.
He had one. As far as I know, he had his school email account, I think, or whatever they logged into for his testing. I believe his dad set him up an account. I think Katie said we may have set him up one, but hell, I don't really remember.
Y'all had Gmail or something.
I think his dad set him up one.
I think one of y'all had one and one of y'all had the other. Just saying.
Yeah,
we had one and he had one. That's all I remember.
We had the school one.
And then y'all kept him busy with chores. I remember that being said too.
No, we didn't keep him busy with chores. Somebody asked him what his daily chores were like. And we went in and I told him, I said, well, it's nothing crazy, nothing major. He does the same standard chores as every kid does at their house.
I mean, I had chores. I'm not going to lie. I didn't have chores. I had a chore. I had a star sheet and I completed, but my mom.
Well, we never made him start sheet because I'm pretty sure that might turn out completely ugly.
No, I had a star sheet. I did. Now, let me ask you. Okay, so.
All right, so I'm going to show y'all something in a second. Bear with me.
This was your dollar that was missing, right? And I know that. Because I know that sometimes you get a little, and I don't know if it's a nervous laugh or if this is just your personality. Would you still be laughing and acting out the same way?
Bear with me, guys. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm working on
exactly what
something.
I'm doing now.
Okay.
It's exactly what I'll be doing if
Just bear with me. I'm going to show y'all something in a second.
it was my daughter.
And you would do the same thing if it was her and no social media and all that stuff as well.
Yes, my ex-wife and I, that's one thing we can actually say we commonly agreed upon. Now, I'm sure that may change, but.
I have no idea. I have no clue. Now.
But no, I'm still pretty firm on no, I don't believe she should have social media.
Okay. Until she's 18. When can she date? I mean, are y'all going to have an agreement on that too?
Well, no, I mean, because what she does at her mom's house, I don't control.
Okay.
I mean, that should be something that we should agree upon, but.
I'm just asking.
I mean, realistically, I mean, it's, you know.
Well, what would be a normal age? When did you date? Chris? When did you date?
When I started dating?
Mm-hmm.
I really couldn't tell you because I don't remember. I mean, but back then, I guess what we all considered dating is not.
Well,
going to the roller, like the roller rink or the skate center,
the mall, you know.
Yeah, I mean, back then that's when everybody went and hung out.
Yes.
You know, hey, I'm gonna meet up with somebody.
This is some stuff that came out. New filing today, according to Reddit with Original Living, and it states, look, their comment, look who lied in court to get visitation and custody, just leaked Proudfoot document. And it says, respondent denies the allegation set forth in paragraph 5 of the verified emergency motion for custody of minor child and demands strict proof thereof. There is no foul play involved in the missing teenager's case. The article is the only piece of news coverage mentioned that foul play out of numerous others, and the respondent and his wife have been cleared by the authorities. Okay. Okay. There is no safety threat to the minor child, and while there is an ongoing investigation, there is no danger. And this is semantics. This is why people, I guess, are saying that he is cleared. But the FBI is involved with a reward for $50,000 for those involved. Right? Just by saying that doesn't work. Yes, and attorneys lie in court docs. That is true as well. However, there has been you can't clear anyone who has never been deemed a suspect. Right? So that's interesting if you ask me. Now, this could end up being potentially not so good for him, them, they in the future. Edgar has jerkism. Edgar, your skin is hanging off your bones. Right. There has been nobody named a suspect. So how can you be cleared if you were never named a suspect? Yes, this can go very, very badly. I hear, oh, interesting. Yes to the buzzer, Malika. Hold on. Mother chickens. How about that? How about that? Is this what CP was asking creators to take down? I don't know. I worked this morning, so I couldn't tell you. Justin, this is why Chris has been calling Granny and Jay because he doesn't want it out there. Oh. Sorry. It was the whole court papers. Okay. Well, we'll get those. Don't you worry. We'll get those. So gotcha. Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate that. How can he claim no foul play with the $50,000 FRI award? I mean, I think it's pretty common knowledge, in my opinion, that there is foul play. Now, who done that foul play? Couldn't tell you. Right? But I mean, FBI doesn't give a reward for a child that walks out by themselves, a $50,000 reward. How's that for crystal clear? Yes. His own side. Him. So this is not going to probably just because you say you have been cleared doesn't make it so. There is hold on. From what I understand, it came out today. No one has been cleared in this case. Yes, there's that. Dog the Bounty Hunter. This is authentic. CP claims in custody filed that he and KP have been. Hold on. What's this? Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah. There has been nobody cleared at all. This is an old post, but got me thinking. For those of you that have listed a lot of he said why he didn't, besides that he called the sheriff's department dispatch. Said that it's how no I guess. Sorry, I'm looking at something, guys. I apologize. Facts all day. He is probably, this is the thing, and this is my opinion and my opinion alone. But the more attention this gets, right? Now we have not only social media, all around the world that is on this from all platforms, but we have, not only the news, right? But not only local law enforcement and TBI, but it seems like FBI is taking a wider approach to this. And now we've got Dog the Bounty Hunter. And so the things, as things, get more compressed and squeezed together, so do the person or persons who did this to Sebastian. And they may be very quiet, or they may start flailing around. So we'll just have to see what happens, right? Serenity, thank you so very much, my dear. Really appreciate it. Apparently, CP saying I have been cleared does not make it true to him, because he keeps saying it. Yeah, this is someone who said he was cleared, took, insinuated, at least semantically, at least in my opinion, that he passed a polygraph on day 7. Chris sent it to Granny and she posted it. Yeah, it's if he had someone post this for him, I don't know how he thought that was going to make him look any better, to be quite honest with you. I don't know how he thought that was going to make him look. I mean, I think maybe because he thought it was on maybe a legal document that he thought. Oh my God. So yeah, DNA, unless he's done another post since then, I'll check. I don't think he's done any other post in the last few hours. I mean, at least on Sebastian. Yeah, nothing since then. Yeah, okay. Justin, does that house across the street from CP and CB have Ring cameras? On the flashlight video, it would have picked up the person that ran back to the house. Yes, it does. It does. Now, I don't know if it would pick up people on like behind the house, but it does pick up people in front of the house. One-sided, the cops turn a blind eye to their friends. Yes, and sometimes they do that. I love when refers to Carter and Bobby. Carter and Bobby. I'll get Carter and Bobby on it. by their names. That tells me they figured him out right away, and he needs to be important. Grandiose narc. Yes, Jennifer. I think he tries to, talk to them like on a first name basis, sugar them up a little bit. It doesn't work on TBI. Doesn't work on FBI. You cannot manipulate them. Not even Carter and Bobby. Okay, can't even do it to Carter and Bobby. Sorry. Survey says ain't happening. Ain't happening. Other streets will hopefully have the mystery. I can tell you for sure that there is another camera that has the car. One that we have never seen. Yeah, there's nobody cleared. But just because you're saying this right here, respondent denies the allegation set forth. It says he denies the allegation. The respondent denies the allegation. He doesn't say he's been cleared. And how embarrassing you are. It feels more like you're worried more about being clear than you are about finding Sebastian. I wouldn't give a wooden nickel. Just find my child. Thank you, Tina. Just find my child, right? Respondent denies the allegation set forth in paragraph 5 of the, quote, verified emergency motion for custody of minor child, and demands strict proof thereof. There is no foul play involved in the missing teenager's case. The article is the only piece of news coverage that mentions foul play out of numerous others, and the respondent and his wife has been cleared by the authorities. There is no safety threat to the minor child, and while there is an ongoing investigation, there is no danger. There is an ongoing investigation, but they've been cleared, y'all. As what he is saying. Look who lied, and this is comment by original living 8091. Look who lied in court to get visitation and custody. Just leaked Proudfoot document. So, it's craziness. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. We are going to go over a lot more tomorrow. Hang tight. Just getting started. Edgar leaked it. Edgar, skin is hanging off your bones. All right. Well, thank you, Edgar, for putting that out. Doesn't help anything. It doesn't clear you because you've never been named a suspect, Edgar. Neither has Edgar's wife. Let's look at Edgar's wife. Come on. Let's look at Edgar's wife before we go. We need to look at Edgar's wife. 1 second. Where's Edgar's wife? Where's Edgar's wife when you need him? Let's find Edgar's wife. All right.
Give me sugar, water.
Doesn't clear Edgar's wife either.
More.
Oh, your skin is hanging off your bones.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Thank you all for a wonderful show. Be glad. There, no threat. Well, yes, and that's a good point too. That's a good point too. There's no threat to any child. That's a good point too. Yeah. I think she could probably use that as well. I mean, if she wanted to. I don't know. All right, guys. It is. It could be very good. Sugar water. That's right, Don. Sugar water. Love you guys. Appreciate you all. Great show. Keep the fight. Keep truth. Keep truth. Don't go on your emotions. Go on what is actually truth. If you have to, pull it so hard to, make it feel true or whatever, and it doesn't fit right or doesn't feel right, it's not true. Look at the facts of what we have. Look at people's, how they behave. Look at their past behavior. Look at their current behavior. Look at all of it. I did have a couple birthdays. Where are they at? Thank you for telling me that. Whose birthdays? So we can sing some Marilyn. Love you too, Blue Eyes. Tell me who the birthdays are. The truth will set you free, and when you are free indeed. Who's the birthdays? Did I sing to you, Hatters? I can't remember. Debbie Dunn. Debbie Dunn. Thank you, SL. Love you too. Thank you for 10 months. Did I sing to you, Hatters? I think all involved, we stick. Yeah. Yep. Seth is the one who's trying to been getting the FBI. He's the one certing. Joanne. Okay. Joanne Jackson. Okay. And Hatters. Okay. Debbie Dunn. Dunn. Okay, Debbie, Joanne, and Hatters. Riley's Nana, too. Okay. Been waiting all day for this. Okay. This is my rendition of Marilyn Monroe. Happy birthday, Mr. President, that she sang to JFK so many years ago. All right. Me. I'm so ridiculous. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Debbie Dunn, Joanne Jackson, Hatter's Madness, and Riley's Nana. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Debbie Dunn, Joanne Jackson, Hatter's Madness, and Riley's Nana. God bless each and every single one of you. Love each and every one of you. Want to thank you to my mods, my members, people who donate to this channel. Thank you. I can't do it without you, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Always try to go on the side of truth, and it is something that I will always try to I always never give it to you, always factual first. I'll tell you my opinion, but we're not going to make up a bunch of BS like others sometimes do, just because it's the popular thing to do or because they have some other motive. It won't happen here. Love you all. God bless each and every one of you. I will see you guys tomorrow. We got a lot to cover tomorrow, so get ready for that. Good night and God bless.